It's your girl Queen. I'm back with another video. We're gonna do a story time today about me, where I come from. We're gonna do a part. We're gonna do it in parts, so you're not gonna get the full story on everything on this video. So we're gonna do part one today about where I come from and how I made it to the United States. So, part one. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I'm a Virgo, but I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, the islands. Probably don't sound like I'm from Jamaica right now because I know how to switch my accent back and forth. So, yeah. But yeah, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. I was born to this mother. I was born out my mother, and she had me at 15 years old. My dad was in his mid-20s, mid or early 20s, around there when they were together. And me and my dad and my mom had me at September 16th. She was young. My father really, I guess, didn't want to deal with me or the situation, me or my mom. So my mom had put me up for adoption. So in Jamaica, you can keep your child up to the age up to 13 weeks. You got 13 weeks to decide if you really want to go through with the adoption or you want to keep your child. So she kept me for those many weeks, 13 weeks, and then she had put me in adoption. She named me Shamir Smith, but that's not my government name this day. Like, that's not my government name this day. My adopted mother had changed my name. I was in foster care for at least a week at the most. So my mom, my adopted mom, she came and got me and adopted me, and I was with her. Still in Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. We in Jamaica. I was living in Jamaica till I was about 3, 4 at the most. Then I had came and moved to Georgia. I was living in Florida just for like not so long, but I lived in Georgia since when my mom got us legalized to come to the United States. I was here in Georgia. And so moved to Georgia. I was living in Woodstock area. I don't know if people that's from Georgia listening, but if y'all know what Woodstock is, I was living in Woodstock for a while, and then after that, I had moved to Marietta, Georgia. I lived there for a couple years, and then so on. I kept moving. Eventually, we lived in Smyrna, Georgia, for a good minute, till I had left middle school and went to high school and lived in Mapleton. So I'm adopted. So all my life, I knew I was adopted. My mom told me, she was like, yeah, you're adopted. And she showed me my paperwork, seeing what my real name was, what my real name was. That's how I found out my name was Shamir. Right now my name is Rebecca Brown. And yeah, I've always been an only child. I don't have no siblings. it's just been me and my mother, my adopted mother. But I don't call her adopted mother. I call her mom because she's my mom. Like, she took care of me since I was a baby. That's my mom. So never had. I don't have a father figure. Don't have a dad. So it's just been me and my mom forever. Never been no other man that's trying to be dating my mom that's a father or whatever. No, none of that. It's just been me and my mom. So yeah, when I turned 15, I was 15 years old. I ain't had no business. You know, I was 15 years old. I had sex. Period. If you want to just say it like that, I had sex. And yeah, got pregnant at 15. So yeah, got pregnant at 15. I was traveling on, I think I was on summer vacation from school, and I was I had went to Africa. I went to Ghana, Africa on a family reunion to visit some of my family in Ghana. We went out there on a family reunion. I was sick as fuck. Like, I was like, what the hell's wrong with me? I'm throwing up like that. I'm sick as fuck. I don't know what the fuck going on. But I didn't think like, oh, Becky, you're pregnant. No, I thought it as everybody else was sick because my uncles, my aunts, like they were throwing up too. We just thought like, because we're in Africa, it's just new air, you know what I'm saying? Our bodies just not used to been traveling for umpteen hours, hella hours, just to get here and stuff like that. So, yeah, come back to the United States after the vacation, and something is something told me like you gotta be pregnant. Like nobody else is throwing up. Like you gotta be pregnant. So found out I was pregnant. Went to the doctor. Found out I was pregnant at 15 years old. Made the biggest decision of my life and had an abortion. If people, and if some of y'all on here say y'all against abortions, that's y'all opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has to make decisions based on situations in their life and whatnot. So I had an abortion. I had put my pros and cons down and had an abortion. If I kept my child to this day, my child would be 14 years old. Yeah. But I had an abortion. And it was the most hardest thing. One of the most hardest things I ever done in life. One of the most hardest things. That day, you know, I went to the clinic and had the abortion. They filled the paperwork out, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was 15. So like in Georgia, you're considered an adult. So I'm filling this paperwork out. My mom, they're at the place with me. I'm filling the paperwork out. They explained to me like what type of abortion I would have. I had the vacuum kind, so it's basically they vacuum the baby out of me. Sounds horrible saying it, but yeah. And it's crazy how that process went that day because I filled the paperwork out and they called me back to this room. I'm undressing myself, and I put this robe on. This hospital gown on, then I put the robe on. So I'm in a room with all these other females in these recliners. And it's a dark room. I guess it's dark trying to, you know, get us to stay calm, situated, because it is a tense process. Like, you're making a decision to get rid of your child. So yeah, we was in a dark room or whatever. I'm waiting. They finally called my name. Went to the area where they put me on the bed and they put me to sleep. And I was literally they put me to sleep, and I woke up and I realized I wasn't pregnant no more. Like, you see the blood, like when you have a period or whatever, and I felt my stomach, and my stomach had felt totally different. So I'm in the recovery area for a good hour, 2 hours. Then I left. My mom took me home, and I broke down crying. I was on my mama's bed, and I broke down crying, like, man, the baby's gone. I remember I was crying. I was like, the baby's gone. The baby's gone. So she was trying to calm me down. So eventually I calmed down and I went to sleep. Took some pain medication and I went to sleep. Woke up the next day and school was finna start. I was finna start ninth grade. So I didn't even go the first day of ninth grade year. I didn't go the first day of school for ninth grade year. I went to school like a couple days later, probably 4 days later I went to school. So I went to school, and I went to a new school at that. So nobody knew me there. So nobody knew me at all. So I went to a new school, had to find new friends and everything. Matter of fact, it wasn't my ninth. I was in ninth grade. I started. It wasn't ninth grade. It was my 10th grade year, because my cousin was living next door to me. I told y'all wrong. My cousin was living next door to me. He had started school. He was like, Becky, my family called me Becky. They're like, Becky, why you wasn't at the bus stop this morning? So he really didn't know. Like, nobody knew. Like, me and my mom kept it to ourselves until we felt like it was comfortable to bring it to the rest of our family. I was like, nothing. I couldn't start school today or whatever. So he kept coming back every day till I started school on that Thursday, and I went to school. And yeah, so my core friends, they knew like what was going on, but eventually I had went back to school like it was normal, like it was nothing, because I had to suck it up and just continue on with life, because at the end of the day I made that decision. You know what I'm saying? I made a decision to do it. The dude, his father, he told me he wanted me to do it. So, and so I did it, because at the end of the day I said I wanted to do it too. And so yeah, and all that happened. And then after that, time went on, time started healing, you start feeling better, you start not forgetting, but you start, getting back to you know what I'm saying, doing what a high schooler is supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the high school experience, life, and how it goes. So after that, high school went on. Left my high school, graduated, and went to left that high school. Not graduated. Left that high school. Went to another high school and finished up. And I got pregnant again. So I was 19, going on 20. Got pregnant again. So made that decision and had my child. After I said I had that first abortion, I said if everything happens to me, I would never have abortion again. Never did it ever again. So I had that child, and I had him at 19, and yeah, he's 9 years old to this day, and he's literally my firstborn, my prince. Him, my son. Was with his daddy for a couple years. Then eventually me and him broke up. And I met King. Not met King, because I've been knowing King since I was in high school. I was in the 10th grade. I met him in my 10th grade year. He was going to another school, but we met because my best friend at the time, they were brothers and sisters. So yeah. So hooked back up with King after I had broke up with my son's father. We had got back together talking, Then 2016, we had met back talking again in like 2000. Cause my daughter was born in 2017, so it was like 2015, and we was talking. And got back talking, got back together and whatnot. Yeah, my baby got back with King. And we had our daughter in November 2017. And it's been a roller coaster since then with King. And I love that man. I do. I really, really do love him. Love that man. So, and after that, we've been together ever since, and it's 2021. So we've been knowing each other for 13 years. I'm outside looking at these damn cats. They over here fighting. We got a lot of cats over here, and they be out here wandering. These two cats over here fighting. I wish y'all could see that shit, but that shit funny. But that's not the point. So we've been together for 13 years, on and off. That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And we just had our second child in 2021, a month and a half ago. June 29. What the hell? Hold on. Those cats were scrapping for real. I thought it was kids yelling. It was cats. They got damn scrapping for real. But yeah, So I've been with him for 13 plus years on and off, but we've been together back again since in 2015 till now. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's 7 years, baby. And that's my man. So, yeah. And now we're gonna leave that there. That he knows I love him, but right, I love that man. So, but we're gonna leave the story there. Part 1, introduction of Queen and who I am. Peace. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell, and I catch y'all next time.